Today we're driving across the scariest road in America with the RV.
But before we could even leave the campground, everything's going wrong, starting with our jacks.
Now we can't move any of our jacks or anything.
Good afternoon, Brinkley RV.
When it was shorting out, it may have kind of fried the motherboard.
And we might have forgot to get fuel.
Be sure and fill up your truck before you drive the $1 Million Highway.
We may or may not make it.
And then we lost our brakes on the scariest highway in America. We're pulling over for a second because
My brakes are smoking.
only to end up in a sketchy boondocking spot with some questionable entrances. Oh my goodness.
Dang.
Not that one.
What?
Maybe up here there's the, it looks like there might be something. Not that. We're about to be leaving our full hookup RV park in Durango, Colorado, and heading across the scariest road in America, which is the $1 Million Highway. Are you nervous?
Yeah, especially since our neighbor that's staying right next to us at this campground said we shouldn't take our RV on this road, so...
But do they know we've been to Mexico? Because it can't be scarier than that, right?
Oh no, but they definitely said that if there's traffic coming, it's pretty bad. So
We're heading from the south up, so this time I think we'll be on the inside, which I don't know if that's worse or better, because then you're by like the rock faces that are jutting out. So
I don't know. If we break our RV, I'm blaming Victoria.
We talked to multiple people that said they've done it. I've seen people do it on the internet, so therefore it can be done, I think.
I don't know.
Have you been across the $1 Million Highway? Let us know in the comments. It'll be too late to tell us not to go, but
If you have been across it, what size rig were you towing?
yes, I do wonder.
Or in?
This one's technically shorter than our old one, so.
3 feet.
But first we gotta pack up the inside, and Craig's gotta do stuff on the outside. So, let's go. Okay, let's go see what Craig is doing outside. Since Maverick is still eating his, do you see this? He spilled his food out on the ground. Yes, you! And he's still has to eat up the little crumbs. I don't know what's wrong with this boy. Finish up your food, please. What you doing?
About to fill up our tanks. Dump the black and gray tank.
It's a nice thing about going to an RV park for a few days because you can dump and then you get to fill up your water tank before you leave, you get to dump your tanks before you leave and show up to your next boondocking spot all ready. Especially now that we got our new shower head.
Yeah, I'm excited to see if it actually makes a difference while boondocking.
Me too.
I'm gonna flush the black tank out since we have access to water.
This fresh tank takes so long to fill, which I guess is technically a good thing because it means it's pretty big, but it's always just waiting around for the fresh water to fill.
So annoying.
But also good, right?
Yeah.
I wouldn't want it to be any smaller.
Done. Just finished filling up the tank. Takes forever. I got to start doing that as soon as like we get here. I don't know, sitting around waiting on it is too annoying.
As you guys know, we partnered up with Lectric for these e-bikes, and these are the first e-bikes we've ever owned. I've wanted some since starting RV life, and they do not disappoint. We have only had to charge them a couple of times since getting them, and we ride them around our boondocking spots. We took them into town to Durango yesterday. We ride them around campgrounds to take trash, all of the things. And we got the long range ones, and honestly, the battery just really lasts for so long. And this rack, the thing that I like about it is that it's very secure. It locks onto the truck or the RV with a pin lock, and then These things, which go over the bikes, also lock. So anytime our bikes are on the racks, they're locked up. And I know lots of you in the comments have talked about how these bikes are getting stolen, and that's crazy. That's a whole nother thing. We're trying to be as secure as possible. We also have a cable lock that came with the rack as well to lock everything up, and it all uses the same key, so we don't have a million keys. Anyways, I'll link both the bikes and this rack in our description below if you're interested. Okay, we just need to bring the slides in, and then I think we're ready to go. Here we go. Leyland, get off! Leyland's taking a ride. Get off that. I think we are just the luckiest RVers in the world. I went to go get it auto hitch, ready to hitch up. This didn't fall off or anything, but it wouldn't come on. It just literally, actually it did come on. I pressed auto hitch, enter, screen went off, nothing. Now we can't move any of our jacks or anything. So Craig tried removing the power from the back, which is what was suggested, and to like reset it. Doesn't seem to be working, so we're gonna give Brinkley a call and see if we can find where the fuse is.
Good afternoon, Brinkley RV.
Hey, trying to leave a campground, but my auto level system won't turn on. I'm assuming it's a fuse. I imagine there's a fuse for it somewhere, but I don't know where to even start to look. My wife went out there and pushed the auto level button, and the screen just went black.
Okay. So have you tried moving the jacks manually? Because I'm wondering if maybe we just don't have an issue with the LCD screen.
It's not registering any buttons when I push them. Well, I can turn it off, but I've installed a big solar system and extra batteries, and we boondock a lot, and I know with it pointing up I have battery power, or I wouldn't be able to boondock.
Yeah.
I've taken the screen actually off to look behind it, hoping the fuse is behind it, but there's not.
Yeah. So it's just essentially, it's just dead.
Yeah, it's not doing anything.
I just walked over to the office and let them know that we're kind of stuck and can't leave at checkout time as intended, which worked out okay because nobody's coming to this site today. Came back, Craig does have the screen on, he's on the phone still talking to somebody else. Looks like we could manually retract them possibly, but they're still throwing some fault codes or something. I don't really know what's going on. I'm gonna let him explain it after the fact, but we're getting somewhere and hopefully we'll be able to still leave today.
So, what my guys are thinking is possibly when it was shorting out, it may have kind of fried the motherboard, and it's just giving you errors. I assume you're a retail customer?
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll probably do kind of at your convenience how you want to do it, but we'll replace basically the motherboard on the front there. So I don't know if you're kind of tech savvy. I can just ship the board straight to you, or if you want to schedule an appointment with the dealer. I mean, kind of however you want to take care of it.
I can install it if I can get the board. So they over tightened the swing nut or wire nut, and it shorted out on something metal inside here because the metal wires were sticking through, and I think ruined our motherboard.
But they're gonna get us shipped one out next day air, so we should get it hopefully within a few days. 4th of July is coming up, so we'll see how long it takes, but they're gonna try to get it shipped out today, next day, and then Craig can install it, because Craig just was missing some RV projects, weren't you? You were like 1 month without them.
Yeah, missed it so much.
That's the motherboard, right?
That's one of the controls.
And you removed this thing because it was getting hot, right?
Yeah, it was still very hot, so I don't know if there's something shorted out in here. It shouldn't be shorted out, but I don't want to leave it and a fire happen. Good times, good times.
Are we gonna be able to put the jacks down? You have to
No,
put it back
I'll
together?
have to wire it back together when we get there, but we got to get out of here.
Close one.
All right, now we're good. I think we got them all up. I think we're good to go. Hopefully unhooking them wires didn't, still got brakes, so that's good.
Well, that was kind of a rough start to our scariest road in America drive today, but here we go. We're about to make the turn onto 550, which turns into the $1 Million Highway. So coming out of Durango, the road is not too bad. You have pretty wide lanes, the curves aren't too bad, but you quickly start going uphill.
Yeah.
And you know what's coming. The truck is getting currently 3 miles to gallon.
I'm sure you can hear it.
Yep. So this road is, I mean, we'll keep you posted on whether or not you should drive your big rigs over it, but it's known as like amazing views, but some hairpin turns. Coming up to one of the first turns, looks like a hairpin turn anyways on the map here. Are you ready for this?
No.
We also just saw a sign that said there's a tunnel coming up that is 13.7. So I had to double check the height of the Brinkley, which is 13.2. So let's hope we don't accidentally have 5 inches added and that the height is accurate. Always know your height. Always know your height. Here we go.
Everybody behind us gonna be hating us.
This is not bad yet. We're not even on the $1 Million Highway yet. So, ooh. This is actually the spot, Cascade Creek, where we came to do climbing, and it was a beautiful hike. Highly recommend.
Oh yeah, right there.
Yep. Check out these mountains though. Gorgeous, gorgeous.
Pulling over to let the truck go by. I don't want to be a nuisance.
Here's a tip for you that we failed to do. Be sure and fill up your truck before you drive the $1 Million Highway. Even if you feel like you got a half a tank, because
I don't know. We may or may not make it.
normally we do fill up before we leave, but I don't know. It slipped our mind yesterday and we still had a good amount of fuel left, but you know, when you're only getting 2 miles to a gallon, hopefully it's not uphill the whole way. Craig said it can't be uphill the whole way for 30 miles because then we'd be like so high.
Yeah. Ain't no way.
So, cross your fingers with us and give us a thumbs up for good luck. All right, our luck is turning around. Downhill coming up. Trucks use low gear. Can't see it, but we're getting that good. Oh my gosh, it's so steep and there's snow. We would not, you don't want to fall off. Okay, I think the scary part is coming up.
Where?
Right here. It's like you just fly off into the dang.
I think we'd make it.
We would not make it. It's so far down. But there's a shoulder. And in Mexico, it was like this, and there were no shoulders.
No.
Though the views I think are better here. These mountains are gorgeous. Let's see here. Oh my gosh. At least there's guardrails here. I read that in lots of it there's no guardrails.
Oh really?
Eek. Wow, look way up there. There's a bicyclist up here and they are flying down this mountain.
You're going faster than me.
That would be terrifying. That's scarier than driving it for sure.
Well, you can't hardly ride a bike though.
Hey. Okay, we're pulling over for a second because
My brakes are smoking. I forgot to have tow haul on. Dang it.
no.
Actually, I turned it
Oh,
on and then
gosh.
I had to turn it back off or turn the truck back off or something. Forgot to turn it back on. Dang, that sucks. We'll be here for a bit.
They are smoking too. At least they're new. That means they
No.
shouldn't be gone. No,
No,
that's
because
bad.
you can warp your rotors.
Today is not our day, y'all. I don't know. It just threw us all off. I don't know.
Smoking in there? Mm-hmm. It's no bueno. Dang it.
What about the trailer brakes?
Yeah, they smoking too. Ain't too worried about them brakes because they got to get replaced anyways. There's a recall on them for all the brakes on the Brinkleys.
We've decided it's lunch break. We're gonna enjoy these beautiful views and eat lunch while we wait for our brakes to cool down.
I think we've probably been stopped for about 20 minutes now, so we're gonna give it a shot.
Hopefully the brakes hold, because I don't know where the next turnoff is. I think I'll get on Google Maps and check for where the next little pull off is, just so that we are prepared.
Front's still pretty hot.
Maybe wait another 10 minutes or so.
Yeah, a little bit longer. We just gotta make it down this part and then we start going back uphill, which will also maybe push some air through there to help cool it off, I guess.
Won't be using the brakes uphill, I guess, so.
We'll go ahead and turn this on full exhaust.
We are gonna try it. Ooh, there's some big stuff coming through. Look at all these trailers.
I was waiting for them, I guess.
They got a line behind them too. Here goes nothing. I will say this is definitely not the place you don't want to have brakes, okay? Not the $1 billion highway.
Yeah. If you don't have some kind of engine brake or exhaust brake, I don't know that it would be worth driving this road. It didn't take long to overheat our brakes without our exhaust brake on. Although, if I didn't have the exhaust brake, I would have been driving in a low gear as well, but I didn't realize it wasn't on.
Oh my gosh. You couldn't really tell it, but there was like no shoulder there and a steep drop off. This road, it kind of goes between like, oh, this is okay, and then all of a sudden like, oh my gosh, we could die. So, you gotta be up for a little bit of adrenaline if you're gonna drive the $1 billion highway. Just casually snow over there on the side of the mountain that's right beside us. Definitely up in elevation from where we were.
Yeah. Maverick will enjoy playing in the snow if there's any around us.
Oh yeah. I really hope he gets to. He loves the snow. It's so cute. You want to play in the snow, Maverick? Leland doesn't really like it. He's a bit of a high maintenance dog. He doesn't want to get too wet, too dirty, too cold.
We gotta find a sweater.
Ooh. Going downhill again. Have to see if we let our brakes cool off long enough. Craig said they seem to be working better though.
Yeah.
Listen, we know we're in a big rig and we're going slow, so we're gonna try to pull off at all the pull-offs and let people pass us so that we don't annoy people. Wow, look at those views though. Trees and mountains. Yeah, the speed limit is technically only 30, so. Yes, Silverton, where we rode the train to, is right over there. Can't see it, went behind the trees. If you missed last week's video where we rode the train from Durango to Silverton, I'll link it here. So much fun. We really, really enjoyed the train ride. Highly recommend. Don't you think? You had fun?
Yeah, it was very nice.
We found a gas station with diesel. It's tighter quarters than we usually like, but at this point, we kind of had to take what we could get to make sure that we don't run out of fuel. I think we would have made it, but that's not to chance it if we don't have to.
That's right.
How much is that diesel? Does it even say?
424, so it's not so much more. Question is,
where's your wallet?
I don't know, you got yours?
Yes,
Ain't mine's
I have
inside.
mine. Craig can't ever keep up with his wallet.
Yeah.
Right as you're leaving Silverton is when they give you the warning that you're going on a mountain pass with steep drop-offs, winding roads, narrow shoulders. So I think this next part is going to be the most precarious.
Only 15 miles of it.
15 miles. At least we have fuel now. That's one stressor off.
Wow.
Check out these views. Oh my gosh. It's insane. This part, I think it's called S curve, S loop, S something. I think that's what this is that we're about to be going around. This is, I think, supposed to be one of the tight ones. Oh yeah, you can literally see the road right there, and we're like not even that far from it. So it's about to be a sharp curve coming up. Look at this big, nice pull-off area.
Yeah, not bad.
Not bad. We just made it through the worst of it. How was it?
Not too bad yet.
Well, it shouldn't be bad then. I guess the next worst part is getting into our boondocking spot. But I see why that's named the $1 Million Highway. Those views were $1 million views. That's so pretty.
Yeah, I think you'll be fine on this road driving with your rig. You just gotta go slow. It's not that bad.
And have exhaust brakes. The area is supposed to be spacious enough for big rigs, but I just am not sure about the turn in. We're about to find out. Oh jeez, that looks bad.
Dude,
I don't think so. I think we need to look for the next turn in. See, that's where, look at all those big rigs down there.
And there's a lot of people
Oh
here.
my gosh, there's so many people.
On US.
How did they all get here?
North for half a mile.
I think, see, there's a turn in there too.
Why is there so many people?
I don't know. Oh, I hope this next turn in isn't worse than the first one. Okay, slow down. Oh no.
It ain't that
it.
one.
No, that one wasn't too bad. It's right up here.
This or the next one looks pretty
Maybe
good.
the next one. Maybe the next one. Oh my goodness.
Dang.
Not that one.
Wow.
Can we like turn? Maybe up here there's the, it looks like there might be something.
In 1,000
Not
feet,
that.
turn right onto County Road.
Oh, I forgot to show it. That was the road. Okay, apparently there's another one, but it doesn't look okay.
So far.
Okay, we can at
Turn
least
right
try to
onto County
turn
Road 20D.
there, I think.
Yeah, that's not
Looks
too
like-
bad if
okay.
we can get into it.
Yeah. Oh, the drop-off's a little bit steep. We're going for it. Oh my goodness. I'm not so sure about this.
In a quarter mile.
Oh gosh. We went for it. Oh.
Not too bad. I don't think. Till we get out and find something broken. There's a river right there.
Hopefully this is gonna be okay. If not, I mean, we can back up. It's straight. There were so many big rigs. Which one did they take? Which one did they take? And why didn't the reviews tell us which one to take? I saw there were so many turnoffs, but it wasn't clear which one to take. It's still not clear which one to take because I don't think they took that one. Do I need to check the back?
Well,
Make sure it's not gonna scrub.
right there?
Yeah. What about right up here? Oh, there's somebody
Or,
in there somewhere, but it's a big area. Oh, we got it. That's like
Yeah,
a
we're
bit,
going
that's
in there.
where we're going. Let's just go over in that back area.
by the road.
Yeah, well, somewhere that gets us a little bit of a clearing. These potholes though.
Pretty bad looking.
Oh, that's a big dip, are you sure?
No, I'm not. But
We can back up.
I'm hoping if we can get around these and just get in this grass, it won't be as bad.
Jeez Louise. Should we turn 4-wheel drive on?
Yeah.
We've decided to actually do some walking and scoping because that spot has a bunch of ruts and mud. Yeah, so we can't find a great spot. So we're gonna walk up this little ways and see if we can find a better spot.
So this spot isn't very ideal, but I think we're gonna try and turn around and just basically park where we're at.
We couldn't find anything better down the right way. You saw how crowded it was. I don't even know where to squeeze in at. Doing a little bit of mud riding with the trailer today. Just realized that we can't check how level we are because we had to unhook the leveling system. So I'm just eyeballing it as if I know what the heck I'm doing. Does it look level side to side? It kind of does. The slides are out. We're mostly level. This spot was not ideal, but we did talk to Brinkley again, and they are working on Saturday to get us the part shipped that will hopefully get here on Monday. Hopefully UPS doesn't check out for the entire 4th of July weekend.
I hope not. Oh my goodness.
Whew. Now it's starting to rain. But I just now kind of noticed the views here. Check this out. Views right out our back window. Today, we're doing a climbing adventure, but one that we've never done before. We're doing a Via Ferrata. Ouray has one, and I don't want to explain it. You're just gonna have to see what it is, but it's gonna be super cool. The Via Ferrata route is actually free if you go without a guide, but you should only go without a guide if you've got some climbing experience, and you do have to have specific gear. So there's a couple things that we're gonna have to rent from a place in town. You've gotta have certain kinds of slings to hook up to the cables, because we're gonna be climbing on some cables and rungs on the side of a cliff, and it's gonna be so much fun. Excited?
Yeah, if I can get in this spot.
I know. Forever trying to squeeze in the tiniest of parking spots with this truck. And we don't even have a dually. I don't know how you dually people out there do it. How do you do it? How do you park anywhere in towns? I don't understand.
So to do the Via Ferrata, you have to have a harness, you have to have these sling things, and you got to have a helmet. Getting ready to start. It made it seem harder than I was anticipating, so we'll see. I don't know.
Okay, now that we're down here, it looks a little bit scarier than I thought. I'm gonna have both gloves, but I've got to record Craig going across this thing. Check it out. This is honestly so much fun. It's not too hard, but you do have to be in decent shape because it gets a little challenging, but it's just so much fun. The second half of the upstream trail was much harder than the first half, so just make sure you're physically fit if you go on that one, but it was still so much fun. But I am wiped. I still want to do the downstream trail, but I need a good rest first.
So we decided to not do the second loop. The first one ended up being way longer than we anticipated. Like, I don't know, it took us hours to do. Victoria's dying, so I guess we're not gonna do it. She's a quitter.
He tried to pretend like it wasn't just me, but now he's blaming me.
Well,
Also, we didn't have enough water. We didn't have enough water, and we definitely would have been thirsty.
Well, not blaming myself.
Oh my gosh, I am dying. Look at my face, it's so red. It's hot. Let's get this air gun. Woo wee. That was so much fun though. Right? So much fun.
Yeah, I enjoyed that a lot. That was really fun.
So the spot that we've been boondocking at, it's the $1 Million dispersed camping area, and honestly it is the only dispersed camping near Ouray, which is the main reason why we came here. Definitely the only place that's big rig friendly. Although, as you saw, you still have to be a little careful bringing your big rigs in here. It has been really busy ever since we got here. Of course, it was 4th of July weekend, but even since then, there's been a lot of rigs coming in and out. I think the word has gotten out about this spot. We heard that it used to be a lot quieter here, but the views are still good, and there is a good amount of room for everybody. And, okay, so it's on Campendium called the $1 Million Dispersed Camping Area, but it's actually Ironton Park area, and Ironton Park is an abandoned mining town that we actually hiked over to and saw, and it's really cool. You can walk to it from this spot where you camp, see all these old abandoned buildings. Craig went up and looked inside of some of them.
It was super sketchy. You definitely feel like you just are going to fall through the floor at some point.
I don't know if you're supposed to go inside them, but there wasn't any sign saying not to, so.
No, and you could tell other people have gone in a lot.
If you do, be careful.
And there's like one house where like they boarded up like the stairs so you couldn't even go upstairs. So I feel like if they didn't want you going in, they'd at least board the doors up and stuff.
Yes, right? They would put a sign if you didn't want you to go in, I would think. But if you're lucky enough, you can even get spots on a little creek that runs through here. So it's really just a great spot. We have enjoyed the week here, even though it started off a little rough.
Yeah.
It turned itself around, and it's been a great time. However, we don't really know if we're gonna get out of here yet or not, because we still have to fix our jack situation. I mean, technically Craig can bring them up with a drill.
Yeah.
But
I'm not sure if they'll retract now or not.
We're hoping to be able to get the part installed that Brinkley sent us. So hit that subscribe button to see if we make it out of the spot. If not, I guess we're just stuck in this beautiful dispersed camping
just come
spot
visit
forever.
us.
Yeah, come be our neighbors. All right, we'll see you guys next week.